Today we're going to make beef stroganoff, and we're going to do it using canned up beef. Now the difference I'm using today, if you see, I'm using heart that I had canned up. And when you cook heart in the canner, this comes out really, really delicious. Now normally if you don't have a heart, of course, any kind of cube beef would be fine. You're going to use, you need at least 1 pound of meat. You need 1 can of mushroom soup, or make the equivalent with dry milk. You need some ketchup, garlic, fresh chopped garlic. You need about 1 onion chopped, and you need about 4 ounces of mushrooms. In this case, I'm using 8 ounces of mushrooms because, well, we just like mushrooms. You're going to use a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, and later on we're going to use a little bit of sour cream. You know something about this heart, I got to tell you. At school, I have a friend that her husband is a rancher, and nobody wants the hearts, and nobody wants the oxtails. And guess who takes it all? Me. And I can it up. Because I'm telling you, when you can this stuff up, it tastes really good. Don't it, Ted? You're right there.
Yes, it tastes good.
So, just put it all, put it into your pan. This is like a roaster. And then I'm going to take, let's see, equal to a clove of garlic. Of course, you know, I'm putting a little more in because, well, we like it. Put a clove of garlic in. Put in your mushrooms. This is very, very easy. And, alright, I'm going to put in all those onions. I would say this is pretty good fast food, personally. And, I use up anything I can get. The idea of survival is that we're going to have to eat things we never thought about. Well, who thinks about heart when you think about beef? But you know what? When you can it in a canner, it tastes just like cube beef to me. There's no other taste. It's not stronger. It doesn't taste any different. So give things a try, but if not, just use any kind of pot roast. And then what I would want to do is put about 2 tablespoons, what would be equivalent to 2 tablespoons of ketchup. And then on Worcestershire sauce, I want about 2 teaspoons. So wham, 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 wham. There you go, 2 teaspoons. And then I'm going to want to put in 1 can of cream of mushroom soup, or any kind. If you want to make your cream of mushroom soup from the dried milk, that's possible too. Stir this all up. I know it doesn't look so wonderful right now, but it sure is going to be wonderful. There you go. Now you let that cook until the onions get real tender, and that'll be about an hour. I'm going to put that at about 350 on top of the stove. You would just put it at a low simmer. And of course it's starting to look pretty creamy, and that's only within a few minutes. It's got to cook a while naturally, and I haven't even put in the sour cream yet. Most recipes call for a cup or more. On this, I'm not going to. I'm only going to put a couple tablespoons of sour cream in to give it a little bit of different flavor. Put a little bit of water in there. Just put a little bit in. Don't put a lot. Depending on how many people you're serving for dinner. Our water is boiling. In goes some noodles. You cook as many as you need. Ted and I are on a diet, so just stir it up. And then we're going to let those noodles cook up, and then we'll drain them. I wish we had smell-o-vision. This is just smelling so good. Now keep your eye on it while it's cooking. We still have not put in the sour cream, but this smells so good. Ted just yelled out to me saying, "When's that going to be done? It smells so good." So you see that? It's just luscious. Our noodles are cooking, and we drain the noodles when you get your noodles the way you want them to be. I like mine with a little bit of bite in it. There we go. Now you'll notice with the stroganoff, the onions get clear. Once the onions are clear, it's time to rock. Now I could have shortened up my time if I would have browned up those onions in a pan with a little butter, but I'm trying to cut calories, so I didn't do that. I threw that in all together. It did take about an hour this way. And now that the onions they sort of look like cellophane, you can see through them, I'm going to take a couple spoons of my sour cream. I'm not going to take, a whole half a cup. I'm just going to take a couple spoonfuls, and I'm going to stir this in. And as soon as I do that, it's ready to go. You hungry, Tad? And there you go. Look how beautiful that is. And there we go. It's a really good dish.